plan my meals every week, usually on Sunday, because that's when me and my roommate go grocery shopping. And it like actually brings me too much joy. I like love planning my meals. And I'm gonna show you how I do it. And I also really hate wasting food. So this is how I do it to where I don't waste food, don't waste money, and I just plan all my meals at the beginning of the week in a fun way. I don't remake anything. I don't like doing that very often. And I don't really love having leftovers either, but I also don't like spending $1,000 on groceries. So this is what I do. Also, today's like one of the only days in Florida where it's actually kind of cold. It's 64, which for northerners might be like, that's not cold. But for here, that's pretty cold-ish. So I wore a sweater today. That was my excuse. Let's plan my meals. Alright, step 1 of grocery adventures. I go into my fridge and I write down everything that is in there, besides creamer and like any sort of condiments. I write everything else down and I put it in here, and I check my freezer is a big thing. I check my freezer and I write everything down. Pantry I'll check, but I usually don't have a lot of things that are gonna go bad. The things I'm writing down are basically things that are gonna go bad that I need to eat. Anything in the pantry usually doesn't, unless I have like potatoes or something like that. So I'll take a look, but I don't usually end up writing things down for that. So this week I have cilantro, a quarter of a yellow onion, quarter of a tomato, half garlic, a shallot, some canned peeled tomatoes, 3 kiwis, cauliflower, poblano peppers, bread, burger bread, prosciutto, I don't know how to spell prosciutto, lettuce, green onions, ginger, red onion, tofu, butternut squash, which is frozen, salmon, frozen corn, frozen scallops, pesto. All right, those are the things that I have. So then next, I'm gonna write out the days of the week. And then I'll write, so like on Wednesdays and Thursdays, I have internship. So my lunch is going to be at internship, so I need to plan something that I can take. So I'll write internship. All right, so the first day when I did this was on a Monday. So we got our groceries in the afternoon, so I was planning dinner. What I do is I look at my things that I already have. What do I need to get through? And then I'll go off that. Alrighty, thinking about internship. I basically find a lot of my meals ideas on TikTok. That's like really where I get a lot of ideas recently, and I just save them and then I'll go through them at this time, and I'll go through and see what inspires me, what stuff I already have that I can use. So something that I did this week was I have prosciutto, and I have lettuce, and I have bread and all that stuff. So for internship, I'm gonna make a pesto, burrata, lettuce, basil, prosciutto, sandwich. So in that I already have pesto, and I cross out what I'm using as I'm using it. I have prosciutto, I have lettuce, I have basil that I'm growing, and I have bread. And some things like bread are not gonna go bad this week. I keep it in the fridge, it's not gonna go bad, but I want to use some of it each week, so that's why I write it all down. And I'm gonna do the same thing. So the only thing that I need on this list here of this sandwich is the burrata. So down here, I have my needs. Burrata. This particular week, me and my roommates were very excited about making mussels. We decided we were gonna make some mussels. So I am going to put that for Monday. And then the idea was also have a baguette with that, because I saw that on TikTok and that sounds like a swell idea. The way that I did this was more of like a ceviche mussel. So I obviously needed mussels. And then I found a recipe for them. And this, if I get an idea like this, like I want to make mussels, I'll look up a recipe. And then online, hasn't steered me that wrong yet. So that's what I do. I need 24 mussels. Mussels are surprisingly cheap. That turned out to be like $3, by the way. Anyways. And then 3 small red onions for that. I just go down the list, see what I have, see what I don't have. And I wrote small red onions because I already have 1 red onion, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So, cross that one out. And then 2 beefsteak tomatoes. And then I need a lemon for that, so. Next, I have some frozen scallops. So I'm gonna do something with that. So, what I decided to do was for lunch on Tuesday, I'm gonna do scallops with butter. And I write the ingredients down like this because it makes it a lot easier to understand what I need and what I don't need when I'm just looking at it. And when I go back later in the week to remember, oh, that was my idea. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So butter, garlic, lemon, shallot, and then I'll make it with a side of cauliflower. All right, so out of that, I have butter already. Garlic, so that's using some garlic. Same thing with garlic. It's gonna stay good longer for that. I just wanna use a little bit of it each week. And then lemon, I'm already buying lemon, not gonna use the whole thing for that. Shallot, that gets rid of my shallot. And then the side of cauliflower gets rid of my cauliflower. Awesome. And that also, I put cilantro on, so that also gets rid of my cilantro. Beautiful. And this tomato is with the mussels, actually, forgot to put that. So that also gets rid of my tomato. So then I have some poblano peppers that are going to go bad if I did not use them. So on Thursday for dinner, poblano peppers plus salmon. So then I got rid of, well, there's my scallops. Got rid of my frozen salmon and got rid of my poblano peppers. Awesome. All right, sometimes I will just go to the store and write down meat and cauliflower if I need to get rid of it, because my cauliflower, I did mark it off, but that's only gonna use like half the bag. So, Saturday, meat plus cauliflower. So then I'll just kind of leave that there, and then at the end I can see if I'm buying any other type of meat that I can put with that already. And then I got very inspired to make a chicken pho. So I found a recipe, I had a recipe for it saved. I just go through my TikTok and see what inspires me. I also have a cookbooks that I look through. Sometimes I just want to make something that my mom made and I'll look up a different version how to make it. That's how I get inspired. I have a running list on my phone. Let me know if you guys want to see that, of meal ideas that whenever I think of I see something that looks good on a restaurant menu, if I see something that looks good, just someone made it for me, or I'm in the store, I'm like, man, kebabs, that's a great idea. I write it down there and then I'll go through my list. It's getting fairly long right now. I can put that in the comments if you guys want. So, made some chicken pho. All right, for that, I needed a jalapeno, didn't have that. 1 lime, needed more cilantro, and then a chicken breast. So then that is the situation I'm talking about, where I'm gonna buy chicken already. Well, I can get the pack of 2, and then I can put that with my meat on Tuesday, so then I'll put 2. And the things left, 1/4 of a yellow onion. If I have something like that, then I'll be like, okay, well, what can I put that with? I can roast some onions with the meat, with the chicken that I'm making on Saturday. Or maybe I can do that with the salmon. There are things that you can put in. Maybe I can put some onions on Wednesday. And I'll just use up what I have already in the fridge. So I'm not worried about that. The canned peeled tomatoes, I ended up just freezing because there are very few recipes that call for that. That was for making tacos last week. So I just froze that. Things last amazing in the freezer. Use it, use it, use it, use it. All right, so then I want breakfast. So I'm gonna I ran out of bagels, so put some bagels. And then I just know I need some cream cheese. And then some sort of morning fruit. I just write morning fruit and I'll put that on my list. And then whatever inspires me. at the store, I will buy. Burger bread, not worried about it. Green onion, will go on to something. You don't have to do every single thing perfectly. It will go on to something that I make. Green onion actually goes in the chicken pho. So that is perfect. Already have that. Ginger, that's for the chicken pho. Tofu, I didn't plan it specifically, but I ended up making chicken nuggets, tofu nuggets. So you can use up all your things. It's not that difficult to do, and then you have a perfect plan. One thing I want to emphasize is that I don't go by the days a lot of the time. A lot of the time, it'll be Saturday, and I'm like, Tuesday, and then I'll be like, I kind of want my salmon with poblano peppers. This is more to organize my mind, and I just kind of use it as a list to pick from. It doesn't have to be that specific. You don't need to do it on the day that you said. These are just your ideas for the week, and you have all the stuff and you plan for it. And then you can just do whatever feels, whatever you're feeling. That is how I plan my meals. This is how I write down all the things in my grocery list, and this is how I organize it. And then I just take my list and I write it all down, and it's just super easy. And I always get something, usually also pre-made. It's okay to not make things sometimes. Just have something pre-made. Get a frozen meal. Get ramen. Get something that you don't have to make because you're not always going to want to. And as you can see, I didn't plan for every day specifically. So sometimes, yeah, I'm going to eat out. Yes, sometimes my friend makes something. Maybe sometimes whatever. You don't feel like it. That's why I don't plan specifically for every single meal, but a good portion of it, so I don't have the excuse to be like, well, I don't have food. I don't want to go out. I also love cooking, so this is how I plan the stuff. And also plan a little wiggle room for when life happens. All right, so this, hello.
Sorry.
So this is the groceries we got for this week. So I got a jalapeno for, what did I get this for? Oh, to make the chicken pho. I got this pepper because it intrigued me. I don't remember what it's called, and I don't know what I'm gonna put it in, but I got it. Got cream cheese, because I didn't like the one we already had. We got some mussels, which are very cheap. Didn't realize how cheap mussels are, but we got some of those. We're gonna make those tonight. Got some eggs, some onion bagel, because Peyton, my roommate, really likes them, and she inspired me. Got some cilantro, some chicken breast to make the chicken pho, and then I'm also just gonna put in the oven later in the week. Some tempura shrimp, because these are really good at Trader Joe's, and they're really easy. Then we got 2 beefsteak tomatoes, 2 red onions, 2 limes, a lemon, some burrata, and then a little baguette for tonight to put with the mussels. And then that's all that we got. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. I hope you eat great. And I hope you have a freaking great day. We are Madz and Sab, Madz and other videos. Go check her out. What a lovely gal. We're also on Instagram, so take a look there. That's kind of fun. All right. See you later, Captain.